We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's the first of four between the 51s and the Roadrunners. Two of the top clubs in the American League face off in a potential wild card preview. Next. Tim McKee, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Standing in, Thomas Jordan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike one. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Temperature at first pitch. There it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Brian Beard.
Stepping into the box, Brian Beard. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now to the plate, Richie Dunlap. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Brent Sanders, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Striding into the box, Brent Hughes. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
To the plate now, Brooks McKay, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McKay is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Here's the pitch. Big cut on the 2-0 forkball, nothing but air, and it's 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
David Meredith is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Settling in now, David Meredith. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
The second baseman, John Joyner.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, John Joyner. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0. And he popped him up. And this will land foul. McKay leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Standing in now, Tom Magruder. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 289 is the average coming in. 15 long balls to go along with 52 RBIs. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. High in the air out to center field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joel Morgan. Pitch on the way. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The left fielder, Manny Minton.
Striding in, Manny Minton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Trent Burgess.
Now in the box, Trent Burgess. First pitch on its way. This year against right-handed pitching, Burgess hits a little over the 270 mark. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. So far on the year, Burgess is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. No score here as we play inning number 2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
That's 7. The second baseman.
Stepping in, Sean Bird, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Brian Mack. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Brian Mack.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, Robert Andrews.
Next will be the designated hitter, Robert Andrews. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Batting it, the shortstop, Mickey Walker.
In now, Mickey Walker. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Into the box, Jason Murphy, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. 1-0, here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a liner, but foul. One and two. Here it is. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brent Hughes. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's the 2-1. Two down, runners at first and second. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Brooks McKay would be next. Payoff pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. Set the payoff pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First delivery to him on the way. Brooks McKay is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Two out, bases loaded. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. but this will land untouched. A 1-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. To complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Sean Bird.
Is a 51. The second baseman, Sean Bird.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball inside.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. And there's ball two now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
At the plate, Charles Altman. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
At the plate, Antonio Silva. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Third inning, no score to this point. The count now at 2-1. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Thomas Jordan would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So now to the plate, Thomas Jordan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit down the line at first. Nothing will cover the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We've played 2.5. No score on MLB Network. Stepping up now, David Meredith. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Plate now, John Joyner, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No one out with a runner at second. Down and away, ball one. Ball and 2 strikes now.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-2 backs him off the plate. The slider that nearly got him. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that's the first down.
Now batting. Magruder.
Coming to the plate now, Tom Magruder, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Ready with the 1-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
The 2-0.
Oh, that's too high.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Mack. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Mack is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Down the third baseline. Scooped up, one there, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
The designated hitter, number 34.
Stepping up to the plate, Robert Andrews, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the man at first. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Roadrunners lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Brian Beard, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Brian Beard.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Richie Dunlap.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richie Dunlap comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And this will be fouled away. The 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. The throw pulls him off the bag.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Stepping in now, Joel Morgan, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Now batting, the left fielder, Manny.
So striding forward now, Manny Minton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, they've leapt in front now 3-1.
Wow, the pitching staff has to love this one, right? They were swinging the bat. They're up 2. What a turnaround in this one.
Standing in now, Trent Burgess. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 15 long balls, and 51 runs batted in. The 1-0. Burgess is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble, 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Ready now, Sean Bird. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Has a look, now the pitch. Strike called, now the throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Three runs already home here. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The 51s lead it 3-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Mickey Walker.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in, Jason Murphy. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set and the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. In there, and it's even at 1. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Count still at 1-2. And the pitch. And he got him. Digging in once again, Brent Hughes. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of power.
1-0 delivery. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here it comes.
That's Bolton.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Brooks McKay would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Ready once again, Brooks McKay. Man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Has a look, now the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the stretch, he's run running. A pitch out. The throw. And, boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a chopper for the shortstop. He's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that will compound matters even further.
And don't forget, on a ball thrown out of play, the rule says that the runner gets the base he was running to plus one more.
Runner at second now as a result of the error. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, David Meredith. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two out here and a runner at second. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base. As even with two away, they didn't like their chances there.
The baseman, John Joyner.
Into the box now, John Joyner, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Slapped hard the opposite way. Minton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The 51s are out on top, 3-2. Into the box, Charles Altman. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And the pitch. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-2. Grounded weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Antonio Silva.
Digging in, Antonio Silva. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. In the air to right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Thomas Jordan. And there he goes towards second. Hit in the air to center field. Mack is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now back, the center fielder, Brian Beard.
Ready for another shot now. Brian Beard. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, was able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
So now to the plate, Richie Dunlap, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Tyler Peterson is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Tyler Peterson.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Tom Magruder.
Tom Magruder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count. Ball 1. 1-1. Ball, that pitch is out.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Brian Mack. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Robert Andrews. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 1-2. Ripped down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Michael Hill takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. In now, Joel Morgan.
The first baseman.
And so take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home. It's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Manny Minton will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses inside 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
From the stretch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
And it's fouled away. Three-two pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with two strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Trent Burgess. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mack is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, John Bird.
Digging in to try it again, Sean Bird. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Three-twos are scored here in inning number 6. Here's a look over to first. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Charles Altman would be next. A high fastball is in there. The 3-1 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Altman.
Now at the plate, Charles Altman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off. The set and the 1-2 fouled away. One and 2. Here it is. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1-2 pitch. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Ro. Pitcher have the advantage. 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
At the plate now, Antonio Silva. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs. He's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Three and 1. Here it is. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner will score from second. And he's in safely at third, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
Jared Alford enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jared Alford.
So now to the plate, Thomas Jordan, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and a strike. Line towards center field. Mack is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The 51s are out in front, 6-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Mickey Walker.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now batting, Jason Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Murphy Originally from Mississippi, normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
At the plate, Brent Hughes. He swings and grounds it to short. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 2, Brooks McKay.
Into the box now, Brooks McKay. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Now batting, third baseman, David Meredith.
To the plate now, David Meredith. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he falls behind 0-2. Still only one out in the inning. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, John Joyner, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The 51s lead this one 6-4. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next it'll be the outfielder, Brian Beard.
Brian Beard.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready for another chance, Richie Dunlap. First pitch on its way.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joe Morgan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Joel Morgan. He singled his last time up. first offering on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired.
Return with the traditional negative split.
Bryce Black gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. So striding in, Tom Magruder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
0-1.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Brian Mack. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. A little bit outside. 2-1.
1 strike.
All even now. 2-2. Liner toward right center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
The designated hitter, number 74, Robert Andrews.
At the plate now, Robert Andrews, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. 1-0 delivery. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. This one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
There's ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop.
Freddie Castillo takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now pitching, Freddie Castillo.
Mickey Walker will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A runner on first with 2 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready to begin the 8th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Manny Minton. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first down. Riding in once again, Trent Burgess. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too low, 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. The pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Sean Bird is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Wind up and the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. McKay is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jason Murphy. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Brent Hughes.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brent Hughes. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. A long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Stepping into the box, Brooks McKay. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Striding in to start the 9th, Charles Altman, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line to the right side. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room for their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Antonio Silva stands in as he looks at ball one here. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. A runner at first with no outs here. 2-0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. High in the air out to center field. Matt will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, designated hitter, Thomas Jordan.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Thomas Jordan. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in now, Brian Beard. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
1-0 pitch on the way. Hit in the air to shallow center. Matt is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. David Roberts comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, David Meredith. Here's the first pitch to him. And that fastball is taken, but catches the outer third. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Count 1-2.
slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And one away.
Now back, second baseman, John Joyner.
So stepping in, John Joyner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
One out, nobody on. Shoots this one over to first, right to him. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Catcher, Mudville.
Now at the plate, Tom Magruder, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball one.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line and right, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Now back, center fielder, Brian Mack.
Into the box, Brian Mack, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
The 1-0 home.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Ready with the 3-0. Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The designated hitter, number 74,
Striding forward now is the DH, Robert Andrews. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swinging the ball line softly down the line in left, but foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Mickey Walker. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The 51s took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Tyler Peterson wins in relief for the 8th time this year. David Roberts earns the save out of the bullpen, his 26th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans our final line score. First was a victorious visiting team. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Got